Well, happy Tuesday, everybody. It's Keith Whitman, Jason Cavazos next to me, and it's another great day for baseball here in East Texas as the Whitehouse Wildcats travel down I-20 to Hallsville as Hallsville hosts, and the Bobcats are taking on the Wildcats. It's going to be a good game, Jason. We got the 8-3 overall Hallsville Bobcats, 3-2 in district, versus the 4-1 in district Wildcats, 9-7 overall.
Yeah, I've been waiting to say this all night. It's going to be a cat fight, that's for sure.
It is going to be a cat fight. It's a beautiful little stadium or ball field over here, and I am looking out at the large American flag out in left field, and it is not blowing at all. No wind, no nada at this time. And it is a beautiful night for baseball here in East Texas. Coaches are on the mound, or at the home plate, excuse me, as you can tell, and getting lineups settled out, talking to the umpires, probably trying to make friends, and hopefully they'll call it their way. That's what happens on when that happens, right?
Yeah.
That's what they do, right?
That's exactly. I mean, I saw a comment the other day about, it was last night, about the pitcher for the Rangers who was notified by his skipper that he was on the opening day roster during a mound visit. Somebody made the comment about how that's sacred ground and that's not what they talk about at mound. I said, you really don't want to know what's talked about at mound visits. But, we'll just say that that was a PG rated G version out there. So it was a great time.
Well, we want to welcome everybody that's watching, and yes, you are correct. We don't talk about. It's like we don't talk about Bruno. We don't talk about what goes on the field. So, but we are glad that you are watching. Hey, we want you to chat with us this game. We got the chat open. I can see it, and I'll chat back with you. I'll be nice. Don't forget, this is a family show, so don't be throwing stuff out there that's nasty or derogatory or anything like that. We want to see who's watching. We want to who you're rooting for. We know that we actually had a couple of Hallsville fans come over and ask where they could watch. If you are from Hallsville, we want to welcome you and thank you for being a part. So we're going to go down to the field, and they're going to do the starting lineups and the national anthem, and then we'll be back for the first pitch here in Hallsville. You're watching Whitehouse Baseball on NETSN.
All right, starting out with the reserves tonight for Whitehouse. Number 1, Tyler Keene. Next, number 12, Braden Jackson. Then number 16, Joshua Henry. Then number 18, Corbin Gallion. Next, number 19, Mason Johnson. Next, number 23, Jared Beaumont. Next, 27, Bryce Bryan. Then number 33, Carter William. And manager Max Hiltefold. And your starters, number 10, playing shortstop, Ben Reed. Next up in the 2-hole, number 6, JoJo Adams, playing second. Your DH, number 24, Maddox Evans. Center fielder, number 8, Gavin Goetz. Right fielder, number 7, Jonathan Orr. First baseman, number 21, Caleb Russell. Next, the catcher, number 3, Alex Rodriguez. Third baseman, number 2, Ace Vasquez. And left fielder, number 4, with your pitcher tonight, Saylor Wilcox, number 34. And coached by Coach Greg Branch, assistants Cody Hines, Thaddeus Lowry, Kyle Hay. And now announcing your Bobcats for the evening. All right. Leading off, number 2, Cole Sellers. We're also honoring Cole's uncle, Josh Green. Served 13 years as a state trooper, and he would like to thank him for his service and all that he has done to serve his community and protect it. Next up in the 2-hole, number 5, catcher Dunn Smith. He's honoring James Johnson, Army veteran. His grandfather served as a boxer in the Army in May of 1960, got out in 1963. Next up in the 3-hole, number 13, third baseman Aiden Simoniak is honoring Rick Wells. His grandfather in the Air Force, Staff Sergeant Rick Wells, proudly served in the United States Air Force from 1975 to 1985. During his service, was the first enlisted weapons director to the Airborne Warning and Control Systems. He was also selected to serve on the NATO demonstration team in the Squadron Aggressor Force at Tinker Air Force Base in Oklahoma. Throughout his career, he received numerous honors, including 2 Air Force Commendation Medals recognizing his dedication and exceptional service. Next up in the 4 spot, our pitcher number 9, Cade Stuckey, honoring Amron Lackney, Army veteran. My good friend Amron decided to join the Army this past year and has been serving since. I wish him all the best and pray for his safety. Thank you for your bravery and your service, Amron. Next up at third base, number 12, Levi Bird, honoring his dad, Dr. Mark Bird, EMS and paramedic in Marshall for 10 years. Next up, left fielder number 14, Drew Linville, is honoring Taryn Weeks, Army veteran, served from 2014 to 2018. He was a specialist and was a combat engineer at Fort Carlson, Colorado. He's a great role model in my life, and I'm proud to have him in my life. Next up, right fielder number 6, Christian Martin, is honoring Officer Miller. Police Officer Miller serves as a special police force and would like to thank him for everything he does. Next up, our center fielder number 7, Braxton Gibbs, is honoring Bill Redmond, Air Force. My friend's grandfather, Bill Redmond, served during the Vietnam War. Next up, Reserve Morgan Martin is honoring Jerry Taylor and Alex Dirks, and both of them from the Army. I want to thank Jerry Taylor for his sacrifice to our country, as well as being the best uncle ever. Alex Dirks was in the Army, served 20 years in the service protecting our country. Thank you for everything. Next up, number 2, Peyton Winter. All right. After him, number 3, Jackson Cox, is honoring his dad, Justin Cox, a firefighter from Marshall. My dad has served as a firefighter paramedic for the city of Marshall for over 20 years, and I appreciate how hard he works and what he sacrifices to help keep the community safe. Next, number 4, Carter Hatchell, is honoring Virgil Brooks, an Army veteran. My great-grandfather, Virgil Brooks, served in the Army from 1948 to 69. He served in the Korean War, where he was awarded the Purple Heart. He loved our country and took great pride in serving it. I would like to thank him for his service and for everything he has done for our country. Next up, we've got Dax Oney, another reserve. My big brother, Rylan Oney, was in the Navy and was training as a special warfare combat crewman. He will always be remembered and honored for his selfless service. Long live Rylan. Next up, number 10, Mark Jenkins. Mark Jenkins is honoring Mike Jenkins from the Marine Corps. My grandfather, Mike Jenkins, served during the Vietnam War as a captain in the hotel company. I would like to thank him and all others that have served to protect our country. Next, we've got number 11, Lawson Nichols, honoring Eric Ferguson from the Marine Corps. My mom's brother Eric served and died in combat for the Marines in 1994. Next up, he wants to honor Jerry Nichols, an Air Force veteran. His grandpa, Jerry, served the Air Force in 1965. Next up, we've got number 17, Coben Certain, honoring Brandon Turner, a firefighter. My cousin, Brandon Turner, has been a firefighter for 15 years for the Mineola Fire Department, and I would like to thank him for keeping the community safe. Next up, we've got number 19, Skylar Jennings, honoring Samuel Ryder, an Army veteran. My grandfather, Samuel Ryder, served in the Vietnam War, and I would like to thank him for keeping us safe and for all that he has done for us. Next up, number 20, Eli Solis, honoring Edward Miller, Marine Corps. He was a Marine in 1950. He was sent to Korea without boot camp, no training. He was part of the Chosin Reservoir. He lived outside in 40 degrees below for 40 days. Most of his platoon froze. He was the only one that survived out of his platoon. He was shot many times and ended up in Japan in the hospital. He never spoke of what happened until he was in his 60s. He then helped 250 men get 100% disability due from the VA due to the systems and the cold weather. They all had the same symptoms. Last but not least, number 21, Caden Duncan is also honoring Justin Cox, our firefighter from Marshall. He's been serving as a firefighter out of Marshall, Texas for over 20 years. Can I get everybody to give a round of applause for all of our military service members and our first responders in attendance at tonight's game? We all appreciate everything you do and what you have done. Our Bobcats are coached by Matt Watley, T. Marshall, Brad Drust, and head coach Chris Watley. If I can get everybody to please stand, we've got our flag out in left center field. Gentlemen, please remove your caps. you, everybody. You may seat. And now for the hundreds in attendance and the thousands watching around the world, let's play ball.
And let's play ball indeed. It is time to get things going. And again, we are glad that you are all with us tonight. And got some good music going on here, Jason.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they have been playing a heck of a good playlist tonight. I always have liked this stadium. I've came here a couple of times. We were playing summer ball with my son, so never played against the Hallsville Bobcats, but always enjoy coming over here.
So leading things off, the Wildcats is going to be number 10, Ben Reed, followed by JoJo Adams, number 6, and then designated hitter Maddox Evans. And going to shout out to my beautiful wife watching and my son Walker. And the reason, and of course shouting out to my wife because, Ben the Jet Reed, she named him affectionately.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, he will put a charge into a baseball if he gets a barrel on it. I'm still going to talk about that. It was a cold weather game, and the ball just jumped off his bat for that home run to really break it open against Nacogdoches.
Yeah, he did. So these two teams are pretty kind of even. As far as their wins have gone, 9-7 to the Wildcats, 8-3 are Hallsville. Now, you got to think some tournament action in there. Maybe you got called or not.
Number 9, Kate Stuckey, pitching to number 5, Doug Smith.
And Stuckey on the mound for the Bobcats.
Number 10, Ben Reed.
And Reed heading in. I'm going to take down the crowd just a little bit so there's not so much feedback. So we had left-hander on the plate. Ben Reed gets the first one in there for a strike. Let's see if the scoreboard works. We have the scoreboard hooked up, and it does. Yes.
Yes.
All right.
So any variation on the scoreboard is not us.
Yeah, we got it hooked up to the scoreboard operator up in the booth. We sound very proper and all that stuff up in the booth there.
Hey, they're going to do a great job, I know.
Oh, yeah, fantastic. They're nice people.
Excellent people.
Hold off. That's a good job by Reed. He wanted that one. He kind of did a half check. Didn't quite go. 2-1 now the count here in the top of the first. Now, if you remember correctly, last week we were in Nacogdoches and this Whitehouse team got in trouble. It's a good hit out in center field. That's going to hit left center, and it's going to drop all the way to the wall. And the Jet's going to reach second. He's going to go all the way to third. We're going to have a play at third. No. And a stand-up slide-in triple for Ben Reed. Makes it all the way around. A great job. And they gave him enough space out there. There's a huge gap out there in left center.
Yeah, I think they were expecting him to pull the ball, but he did just to pull the ball, but he did just what he did. Took it oppo right in the gap. Not much they could do, and with his speed, he's in easy at third.
So next up is JoJo Adams, and he watches that one go inside for ball one. And that's going to be, that one
fooled him.
Dropped off right in front of him.
Yeah.
That one fell right off the table. Now it's going to be 1-1 the count.
Yeah, and if you know one thing about JoJo, he likes to swing the bat, and he's very effective with it, but that one right there, he was ready to go, and just Stuckey pulled a string on him.
And that one's going to be a little popper right in front of shortstop. And
safe.
Oh, and he's safe in there at first. Kingston Hopkins had it on the bounce. And the play over at first called him safe. You saw that one. Tell us what happened on that.
Man, that was just a bang-bang play. That was JoJo Adams hustling down the line. I don't think there would be complaining on either side if that call went either way. That's how close it was. But good job by Adams getting down the line, bringing in the first run in the form of Ben Reed.
So the Wildcats get a run in early in the ball game. And pulling back there.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet that wasn't Stuckey's best move.
And I guess they're are they going to give an error on that one? How did that work out? I mean, did he just beat him? Or?
He just beat it. I just think the scoreboard's a little behind right now.
And a good bunt, squared around. And I think we're going to have a play at first and gets him there. Stuckey comes off the mound, gets it to Simoniak. That's how I'm going to call it.
Yeah, Simoniak did a good job. Throw was a little high, but good job by Evans to get the bunt down. Sack bunt, moved him to second.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give us the run. They haven't given it the run yet, but I'm going to give it to us. So here's the pitch. It's going to be down low. As Adams over there on second. What I was saying earlier is back in Nacogdoches last week, the dugout for the Wildcats got in trouble by the umpire. And it doesn't seem to deter them this week.
No, not yet anyway.
As they are up and going. And Stuckey checks Adams over at second and brings it home. And that's going to be off the glove. I couldn't tell. I had the on-deck guy in front of me, but I couldn't tell if that hit or not, but it's going to be 1-1 count.
If it's a 1-1, then it come off the very bottom edge of the bat, straight down and into the catcher.
They gave Adams a base hit, so it's going to be 2 base hits so far, 2 hits. And Evans is going to take that one for a ball as well. So 2 balls, 1 strike to the designated hitter for the Wildcats. Again, we want to thank you for watching. Go ahead and chat with us. Let us know where you're watching from and who you're rooting for. We know that there should be a few Hallsville fans watching. And we are here for the Wildcats, but we're also here as an equal opportunity for these young athletes. So we are fair and balanced, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, we tend to know a little more of the Whitehouse players.
Oh, yeah.
Good baseball is good baseball, and both these towns have a history of good baseball.
Very much. Good athletics in general. And Stuckey's going to check and bring it home. Another one, I mean, I'll tell you what, Cade Stuckey has one heck of a little breaking ball, and that thing just, it does fall off that table.
Yeah, it's hard to tell because we're on the side, so it's really hard to tell if it's got any horizontal movement. I can't tell if it's a curve or if it's just the changeup dropping off the table, but a great pitch.
That's going to be inside, and Maddox Evans is going to walk it out down to the first base.
No, that was Gavin Goetz.
Oh, was that Gavin Goetz?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
I apologize.
Evans had the sack bunt.
Okay, that's correct. I didn't have it on mine. So Gavin Goetz is on first. My bad.
Yeah.
It's a whole. We have our own little Abbott and Costello routine going on here.
Yeah, I'm watching Sellers at second base. He's working JoJo Adams pretty good. So far, Stuckey hadn't really made that move, but he's trying to keep JoJo thinking about him for sure.
And that one's in there for a strike. We have a chat from a Charity Wright. She says they do have an awesome playlist, Disturbed and Metallica so far. I guess she's here for the music.
Yeah, Charity's got great taste.
She does.
In most cases. Now there's some questionable decisions I think in her life.
Yeah, she's a constant watcher. She doesn't have much going on at life at home, so she likes to watch every once in a while. Stuckey checks Adams at second, brings it home from the stretch. There's a swing. It's going to go. Sellers has it over to first for out number 2, but the runners advance about 90 feet. All right, now we got I wasn't sure what was going on. Umpire couldn't figure out where he was going to go. So 2 on. Runners at second and third as Jonathan Orr.
Nope.
No,
Caleb Russell.
sorry, Caleb.
You still won.
I'm one behind. Dang. Walk. That was going to be a ground out. And Caleb Russell. I was looking at his number there. I'll catch up. I promise. Now Caleb Russell.
Ooh, close.
I think that was a little low from what I could handle, what I could see from
Yeah,
here.
and I did see the umpire was talking to the catcher, told him pretty much exactly where he missed. Catcher nodded, so they're kind of getting a feel for the umpire.
Oh, that was a little break on the outside, but I think it started off a little bit outside before he knew what happened. This dugout's killing me. We're right next to the Whitehouse dugout, so we get to hear. That's a good hit. Right up the middle. It's going to head out into center field. And Braxton Gibbs does a good job to get in quickly, but 2 runs come in for the Wildcats, so that puts them up 3-0. And again, I am not controlling the scoreboard. That's coming out of the booth, so they must be putting the scores on at the end of the inning.
Regardless, it is 3-0.
Yes.
Top of the first.
So A-Rod, who had a fantastic home run in last week's Friday night game against Tyler High. He's at the plate. And that's in there for a strike.
Pretty pitch. Great job by Stuckey to come back after that base hit to score 2. Come back throwing strikes.
And Stuckey looks over at first base and checks it, swing on, and kind of throw it back.
Looks like he's settled under it in center. Made the catch for the 3rd out.
So 3 runs come across for the Wildcats. They get an early lead here in the top of the first. We're going to be back as the Bobcats are going to take their chance at home plate, see what they can get done. You're watching Tuesday Night Baseball for the Wildcats. We'll be right back here on NETSN. Don't go away.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
Blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gonna feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words.
We are back here in Hallsville. Sailor Wilcox on the mound for the Wildcats. And the 1-2-3 hitters for the Bobcats: Cole Sellers, Dunn Smith, and Aiden Simoniak is going to be the top 3. Wildcats coming here in the bottom of the first, leading 3-0. And we're going to see how the Bobcats do now.
Yeah, they're going to have their hands full with the velo here from Wilcox. I mean, I figure if anybody can handle it, it's going to be the Hallsville Bobcats. But Wilcox has a little more velo than what we've seen so far in the game. Nothing against Stuckey, but Stuckey had a heck of an off speed.
And that was a good little just first pitch fastball right at the numbers. That was actually right in between the numbers and the writing on the jersey. So no balls, one strike to Sellers. Here's the pitch, and another one just right across, and no, says the umpire. That must have been inside because it looked good from here. But again, we are on the first base side looking sideways in. So it's hard for us to tell. Usually we're trying to get behind the umpire, but in certain places we can. Talk about velocity. That got away from him.
Yeah, that one.
He put a little bit too much.
He grunted on that one, and just the grunt didn't bring it down. It came out his hand a little high.
He does what I do when I stand up. From anywhere. Doesn't matter from where, just from anywhere. Here's the windup, and the pitch swung on and missed. And that's going to be strike number 2. All tied up on the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And now Wilcox going to reach back and see what he does. If it were me, I would just rear back and throw. Forget about the curveball, Ricky, give him the heater type of situation. And he does, and that's going to be fouled back. Sellers just kind of prayed for that one.
Yeah, I don't know. He may have pulled the string a little on that because it didn't quite have the zip that I saw from the previous ones, but still looked like a fastball coming out of the hand. So
we'll see. Get the kick and the throw over the head of the catcher, Rodriguez, and he just kind of – that was where Rodriguez looking like, what was that?
Yeah, I'm not going to mess with that one.
Sometimes you wish you could just mic up the catchers. And
I don't know if we could do that.
I mean, honestly, you couldn't do that. If I did that, hold on. We'll take that one. That one's going to go down to the third base side. And Vasquez gets it over. And a good one for out number 1.
That's what I like now, as you notice Sellers was talking to Dunn Smith before his at-bat, kind of letting know what he saw, giving him a quick scouting report on Sailor Wilcox. So see if that kind of helps out with this at-bat.
That's in there. I used to have a beep. I don't have it anymore. I was going to be funny, but I guess not. My bad.
Yeah, if they find out you don't have that beep and you work with me enough.
I know, right?
That's going to almost
That's
be
going to be a problem. That's going to bring it
1-1
to 1-1.
Good pitch.
I'm trying to be fancy and put all the music on there, and now I don't have my cool funniness. I lost the funny. That's going to go straight up the middle into center field. And Cook is going to be there to bring it in. So the Bobcats have one on the pond now. And that's going to be Simoniak to come in, number 3 hitter.
That's number 13, first baseman, Hayden
Simoniak.
I said it right.
That's what they said, so.
Well, I'm pretty good. I don't remember names, but I'm good at saying names. Just ask people. Kate Stuckey on deck. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a high fly ball infield. And A-Rod is not going to make it because it's going to go out of the field and hit the many buildings that are around here. We are actually on the campus of the intermediate school for Hallsville. You got this place, and then right across, they're going to go check first base. Make sure that Dunn Smith stays where he is. Across the way, you have the junior high and then the stadium, which is a beautiful stadium, by the way.
Gorgeous.
And the softball field's over there. I think our other crew is over there as well, or were earlier. It's going to be what we call a little worm burner. You got to get your 9-iron for Simoniak to get that one.
What was that, Jaron says? Turf dirt?
Yep. We don't talk about what Jaron says.
You know, if we give him the bad thing about all his lack of errors.
And Jaron's out in Tatum tonight, I believe.
Oh, those stomping grounds.
Yeah, you got some a Tatum game tonight.
We're playing West Rusk, I believe.
NETSN. He was excited back on the old stomping ground. Pardon me. And a good pitch, not going to catch the corner like he wanted. So that's going to put it in a little bit of a batter's count here. 3 balls, 1 strike for Wilcox. And Dunn Smith over on first base. Let's see if he goes. And no, he's going to stay, and that's going to be not good.
Had to be out.
And that must have been either, yeah. Not so sure what this umpire is seeing. I don't know if he knows what he's seeing.
You know, it's hard to say because, we're talking about the cold weather game where everybody, is seeing their own breath at that point. Now, I'm over here looking, I'm kind of laughing at Ace Vasquez over on third. He's shooing the bugs.
Yeah, it was getting me earlier. There's more of them out there than me, so they can go out there.
Yeah. There's more light out that way.
Yeah, that's true. So the pitcher, Cade Stuckey, is on home plate right now, gets a first pitch ball. And I think what needs to happen now is Wilcox just needs to calm down. He doesn't need to let these – he needs to figure out, one, where he's going wrong. The umpire needs to kind of explain where these pitches are going, because I think that's the confusion and the frustration right now in the Whitehouse dugout.
Yeah, you've got to figure out where the umpire likes it. Every umpire, you can talk about strike zones all you want, but every umpire has their own.
And missed ball. I think that kind of tipped Rodriguez's glove, and I think we're going to have a little bit of a timeout called. And coach is going to go out and have a conversation.
So still, we got 1 out this inning.
Yeah, just 1 out. And 2-0 count after that throw.
Got some sound effects.
And, well, I mean, it is baseball. You
Yeah.
can have a little bit. And a good crowd, looking at the crowd on both sides. We're not that far from Whitehouse, so good crew
What about?
of fans coming out from Wildcat Nation.
Say an hour or less.
And, of course, you and I traveled as well. You got here a little earlier than I did.
Yeah, I was coming from Jacksonville, so wasn't exactly sure how long it was going to take me.
And Wilcox with the pitch, and that one
had to be out. Had to be.
And he's not giving any help. He's not showing him where it's going, and that's kind of frustrating as well.
Well, and in some ways, Rodriguez has to ask. That had to be in.
And, yeah, not figuring out this umpire at all.
Every year. Step to the dish for the Bobcats, number 12, third baseman Levi Burrow.
So frustration now spilling over into the stands as the Whitehouse hopeful sharing their frustration with the calls or lack thereof.
Yeah, Wilcox wants to try to get a ground ball to the middle infielder at this point.
And a good pitch was fouled off for a strike. Base is now loaded, only 1 out.
We got that one.
And that one's going to be high for a ball. We're going to look at the kind of losses that the Wildcats and the Bobcats have had this season.
He's going to be up.
Bird watches that one. It's Levi Bird at home plate. Here's the pitch. And that's down low. So 3 balls, 1 strike to Levi Bird. Bases are loaded, so a walk puts one in. Not a bad idea to just kind of give him one and see if you can get into a double play hit. Don't try to be fancy here. And finally, a call goes the way of the Wildcats. Now he knows where it is a little bit. Now you got to just repeat, rinse and repeat here. So full count. And time was called. Bird stepped out. Now here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss, strikeout. And a great job by Saylor to come back on that one and get a strikeout for out number 2.
Yeah, I mean, he just had to bear down on that because nothing you can do but throw something and rely on your defense, but great pitch, great location, got the strike.
Linville, Drew Linville up to the plate. 2 outs, bases loaded, swing and a miss. Wilcox getting a little bit of a stride here and got him again as he's putting a little velocity on that, Jason.
Yeah, he's trying to tip the radar gun a little bit on this at bat, but as long as he's getting close to the strike zone, he's gonna draw a swing with those.
And I think he's just ticked off. That's going to be a fly ball out into right field, and going to be a foul ball. And now this is. I mean, you're ahead in the count, 0-2. This is where you put a little bit of English on it and maybe try to get him fishing on the outside.
Yeah, I'd like to see probably a change-up on this one, but nothing that's going to drop. You know, Rodriguez has to be a wall back there because you got to run 90 foot away. You don't want to just give him an easy one.
Well, and I'll tell you this right now. For Wilcox and the Wildcats to come out of this with 0 runs on the board for the Bobcats, that's a phenomenal situation on the defense side.
Yeah, Linville's going to try to make sure that doesn't happen.
And that's going to be right into left field, so a base hit. And it's going to be a play at home. And gets him tagged. Oh, no! Oh. Horrible call. And they get him out. Oh, no, he missed the tag.
No, the ball came out.
The ball came out, but Coach Branch is arguing, and the umpire at home plate, that runner was tagged by a mile. I saw it from here. And a horrible call. I won't say that very lightly, but that was a horrible call at home.
Yeah.
And then another call at third. Now, all I saw was the tag and then the ball rolling towards, and I don't know how the ball came out.
Yeah, I mean, the one at third, which, you know, to me, honestly, was out number 4.
Yeah, I agree.
That one wasn't an out. That one, the ball did come out on contact.
Right, and I agree, but it should have been done. The call at home was a terrible call by the umpire. I'm not sure how he saw or didn't see that one.
That one, I mean, that's the one thing. But that's the one thing about it. We are on the side over here, so we actually did have a good view of that one.
Yeah.
So that one we did see. And you know, it's baseball.
It is.
It's how that happens.
And the umpire's saying there was a space in between, and there wasn't.
No.
I mean, and we can. I mean, usually I'll give the umpire the benefit of the doubt, but we were in a position to see it, but so was he. That's the thing.
Yeah.
And so he just
You know, at times on bang bang plays, umpires like to listen. They'll watch the plate or watch the bag and listen for the ball or the tag. Unfortunately, that was not one of those that you needed to do that on.
I agree.
So it still looks like no change. So that's going to be 2 runs.
So
3 runs in. Excuse me. That will tie the ball game.
Tie the ball game. So base hit for Linville brings in 3, and now Christian Martin.
Yeah, Linville.
No, wait.
Linville moved up to second. Yeah, Christian Martin's up to bat. Linville moved up to second on the throw.
Wait, I'm trying to see.
Whoa.
Yeah. That. Who's batting? That's
Linville and they're 14.
That doesn't make.
Well,
I'm so confused.
I am too. Unless there was a change. That is their flip. Martin is on second.
But the numbers don't match.
But no, there was, well, it does now because with the first pitch and nothing being said, he now assumes that role in the batting order. So Martin was the previous batter, and Linville is now this batter.
Okay. Well, I'm confused.
Where'd he miss? Belt high. That's belt high. Come on, Blue. Great pitch, Sailor. Golly. You might as well drill him if he ain't gonna call a strike. Great pitch, Sailor.
And that's in there for a strike.
Still adjusting my lineup here.
Yeah, you're gonna have to explain that to me because that's confusing to me how they can legally change the batting order after the game has started because that's confusing.
You can't legally change the batting order unless there's not a. They may have turned in one different from the press box than what they turned in at the plate. But if they did not, then with Linville taking that first pitch, that basically with Martin batting, if they were out of order and Martin batted, they could have protested then and there would have been an automatic out and then he would have took his place in the right spot of the lineup. Without that, we're going, I believe they flop. So now it's the correct batting order is now what you have on the field.
So Martin, okay. Well, I'll switch it in a minute.
Yeah, I'm just looking because you've got Kingston Hopkins on deck who I'm trying to figure out where Braxton Gibbs went. Oh, well, Gibbs. Okay, Gibbs.
Now Braxton Gibbs is next, which he should be. He's in the line. No.
They're 15, so Hopkins is ahead of Gibbs now. I want to say they turned in a different lineup because the fact that Whitehouse is not saying anything, they have that lineup too. It looks like that's going to be the end of it for Wilcox.
All right. Well, hey, yeah, and I think Branch is now finding it out too because there's some differences going on. No, we have a change of pitcher.
Yes.
So we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back.
It was about 7:30 in the morning, just like every other day. I was leaving Lindale, coming into Tyler on my way to work, and then the unexpected happened. My brother told me about Shane McGuire at the McGuire firm and how hard he fights for his clients. I met with Shane, he took care of me and my family, and got me on the road to healing so I could get back to normal days with those who matter most.
I'm Shane McGuire from the McGuire firm. We're here for you.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
And that's going to be into right field as we are back. Braden Jackson, the new pitcher. And that's going to be misthrown. And another run in. You have you're getting it all fixed up, right, on yours?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm good now.
All right.
So,
I'm not, but
yeah,
we'll adjust it.
Yeah, apparently what happened was that they turned in a different lineup at the plate than what they did to the press box. So that's kind of where the confusion lies. I mean, they may have grabbed an old lineup. I've seen coaches hold old lineups before.
Right.
So I mean, no intent on deception.
Oh no, not at all.
The
We just wanted
Wildcats
to make
have
sure.
the Wildcats have the proper lineup
Yes,
for
they do.
the Bobcats. So
Yeah, there's nothing nefarious going on by the Bobcats. We just got the wrong one because we got ours from the press box, and
yeah, so we're just a little confused.
yeah, we're in the wrong as far as ours go. We're just trying to figure out and play catch up here.
Which, it don't take much to confuse me. So.
Well, me either. And that's going to be back and out of play for a strike. 0-1 the count. And Sid Chill, 3463, says, let's go Wildcats. Thank you, Sid, for chatting with us. We appreciate it. We appreciate all of our viewers tonight. Here's a pitch. That's going to be down low. And going to clean up a mess a little bit. And that'll be out number 3. So the Wildcats kind of had to play catch up and play against 10 players on that half inning. 9 of them in white, 1 in black behind the plate. So we'll be right back. You're watching Whitehouse Wildcat Baseball on NETSN. Don't go away.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
And we are back here at, I guess, Bobcat Field on the Hallsville ISD field. And Ace Vasquez is going to start things off for the Wildcats. And he'll take a first pitch swing. It's going to be high, popping over to third base side, and that's going to be Levi Bird, unless they've changed that position as well.
Oh.
And
I hope not.
They hadn't, so that's good. So that'll be out number 1 on a fly out, a quick out. Pardon me. And the Wildcats trail 4-3 after a very adventurous bottom of the first. Hunter Cook now stepping into the batter's box, getting things ready. And that's going to be a low pitch for a ball. And the dugout of Wildcats trying to get the team hyped up. Now it's 2-0. I took over the actions of the scoreboard because things were kind of getting missed and wanted to make sure I kept things up on the up and up. In there for strikes, says Mr. Umpire. As of right now, Kate Stuckey is 26 pitches into the game. And a pop fly over to the first base side. That unable to see that one. I was trying to find a good angle. A lot of places in this area or in this field are closed off, so
yeah,
it's hard for us to get to where we wanted to go. We were going to try once again to do an outfield camera, but we couldn't get to it. That's going to go over again to Levi Bird, and Bird gets it over to first for out number 2.
Reed would like nothing more than to repeat the triple.
Oh, yeah. So we had a fly out and a ground out so far in this inning by Ace and Hunter. Now Ben Reed is stepping in.
Takes a ball high and tight.
Here's the pitch by Stuckey. That's going to be, oh, it looked a little high where it landed, but called strike by the umpire.
That was out. I'm starting to kind of watch the catcher's glove, which, you know, when I umpired, that was the last thing you wanted to do. But
right.
Just to see in and out from where we're at, I'm trying to judge it that way.
And that's on first base side. And that's going to be out number 3. So we're going to go to the bottom of the second. We'll be right back. You're watching NETSN. Don't go away.
It was about 7:30 in the morning, just like every other day. I was leaving Glendale, coming into Tyler on my way to work, and then the unexpected happened. My brother told me about Shane McGuire at the McGuire firm and how hard he fights for his clients. I met with Shane. He took care of me and my family and got me on the road to healing so I could get back to normal days with those who matter most.
I'm Shane McGuire from the McGuire firm. We're here for you.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
And Cole Seller is up.
Said he went. Last time he grounded out to third base. Oh. Ball was fouled back off of Rodriguez's face mask. Kind of giving him just a second.
Here's the pitch. And it's going to be high for a ball.
Good idea. Good idea. I like the high fastball with a two-strike approach, but it's not quite that high, but still, good idea.
And he reached out for that one. It's going to go straight back to Jackson.
Oh.
And goodness gracious.
Oh.
Man.
Come on, Brady.
Yeah, that's going to be E1. And just, it looked like he had a little trouble getting it out of his glove, and then I think he felt like he had to rush it. So, just kind of unfortunate.
So Dunn Smith is standing in.
Had a single his last at bat, hard ground ball up the middle.
Settle down, Brady. All good, Brady. All good, baby. We got you. Settle down, Brady.
And Jackson throws back at second and not in time. Pardon me. Jackson looks back again. Here's the windup and the pitch that's going to be hit out into right field and drops. And here comes a run in for the Bobcats. Brings them up 5-3. And puts a runner on third.
Just a good piece of hitting.
Yep, Simoniak is stepping in. He walked his last at bat.
What was it, Aiden? You say Cadillac Simoniak?
I guess so.
All right.
That's going to be way high. I'm betting that was a ball.
Yeah. I would probably agree.
Here's the pitch, and that's going to be out into left field.
Should be deep
And
enough.
Coates is going to have it, and going to be a play not at the plate. So the sacrifice fly brings in another run.
Oh, Lord.
And makes it 6-3. And now Cade Stuckey's up. He walked last time as well. Pardon me. And that one is, I guess, high or inside, whichever one.
Was not where he liked it. That's for sure.
That's going to be a fly ball over on the right field side.
Couldn't quite reach over to it.
That one's going to go out into center field as well. It's going to drop. Coach is going to have it. And another base hit.
And it just seems like right now the Bobcat hitters are just a little more disciplined at the plate. They're just sitting back. And it's probably just something more of a momentum thing right now. The energy is actually over more in the Bobcat dugout. Whitehouse is going to have to get, it just takes one time to get something back, but Whitehouse got to get it going.
Agreed. Swung on and missed for a strike. One and one to count. Jackson checks over at the runner at first, and he's going to bring it home. And wow.
It had to be outside.
Golly. Don't make it so obvious.
So 2-1 to count. Should be 1-2, but
Well,
now it's 2-2.
and I will say, though, this is part of the reason I do not umpire anymore.
Right, yeah.
I don't have that patience.
You would have already
Oh, yeah.
said some choice words. That's going to be fouled back.
It would, yeah. There would have already been probably some invitations given.
Called a couple people number one.
Yeah, at least.
That's going to go out and be fouled out again. So Bird staying on. Hold it on the best he can. Here's a pitch. That's going to go
Oh, yeah.
base hit down the left field. Now 2 on.
I mean, just a good piece of hitting. Good line drive to the left fielder.
Now Coach Branch is going to have a conversation and head out to the field, onto the mound, talk to Jackson. And I'll tell you, looking right now at Hallsville, they've lost only 3 games so far, 2 in district. That's going to be all for Braden Jackson. And that's going to bring in Jared Beaumont. He pitched last week on Friday against Tyler High.
Going back to a right-hander.
Yep. So number 23, Jared Beaumont, will be pitching now for the Wildcats. But as we were talking about anyway, the Bobcats have lost 3 games. They've lost 5-4 against Rouse. And the 2 district games, they lost 5-3 against Texas High and 8-4 against Mount Pleasant. Now, Mount Pleasant leads in the district right now. They are undefeated in district. The Wildcats have lost. They lost the first game of the season to Corsicana. They lost 11-6. They've lost to Bullard twice, 3-2 and 4-3. They lost to Prestonwood Christian. They lost to Pleasant Grove, Kaufman, and Lufkin. And those are the only ones they've lost. They've only lost 1 game in district, and that was to Lufkin. They lost 6-5. And so Wildcats trying to hold on to that, just that 1 loss, and go to a 5-1 in district.
Yeah, and I mean, you've got Texas High coming up for them, I believe, next week. So if you're a Whitehouse fan, you would definitely like to see them go into that 5-1.
Well, actually, Friday night at Whitehouse is Texas High. Mount Pleasant is next Tuesday, or actually Saturday is Mount Pleasant in Mount Pleasant.
Oh, wow.
So it's a two game week, and then in Marshall next week, and then they start over. Looks like, or actually they start over after Saturday.
Okay.
And so Christian Martin is now stepping in. For the fruit basket turnover that we had earlier.
Yeah, this is where it started.
But he had a base hit to start off. Man on first and second, only one out still here in the bottom of the second. And that's we played an hour and we're still just in the second inning. That's going to be back. And the Wildcats, if you're just joining us, they've gone through, this is their third pitcher of the night. So they've just struggled a little bit, shot themselves in the foot a couple of times, but they are, and I don't say this lightly, they are playing a little bit against the umpire, but not enough on their side offensively. A good hit out into right field, or
can't we get to it?
Cannot get to it. So the runners are going to come around, and one run's going to come in. And two runs are going to come in and a triple again. And I believe that's the second triple for the Bobcats this inning.
Yes.
Next up for our Bobcats, left fielder number 14, Drew Linville.
And one thing I can say about, we talked earlier about how both of these are pretty strong baseball programs. One thing I can say about it is I don't care if one team was 0-5 and the other one was 5-0. When it's Hallsville Whitehouse, it's going to be a dogfight.
Oh, yeah.
Or a cat fight.
Now Linville's up. What did Linville do last?
He had a single.
Okay.
Had a single his last at bat on a full count.
Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. So 1-1 now the count. Still just one out. And that's going to be fouled back for a strike. So 1-2 now. Beaumont is in a pitcher's count now, so has to look a little bit favorably on his next pitch. And be careful because he does have a runner 90 feet.
Yeah, infield's in.
It's going to be fouled back.
So they're going to have it if Linville hits something hard on the ground, these infielders don't have much reaction time.
Here's a pitch, and that's going to be a good deep fly ball into center field. And Cook is going to be back, and he makes the catch, but it's still going to be a sacrifice and bring a run in.
Yeah, he did his job. Bring up the 8th batter of the inning, the number 8 hitter.
So Hopkins coming in.
Ooh, I was just making sure I counted that right.
And that's going to go foul ball down first base.
So 5 runs across so far this inning.
Sure enough, 9-3 is the score. And Beaumont puts it in there. That's another one over in the dugout area.
We're saying hello to the Wildcat dugout.
Dugout a little bit. So 0-2 now the count as Beaumont looking in. Nobody on the base now, so swing and a miss for strike 3. So he retires the side on a strikeout, but the damage was done. 5 more runs come across. With the 4 runs added in the first, it's going to be 9 runs. Now 9-3 as we go through 2 up to the top of the third. Wildcats have some runs to make up, and they can do it We'll be right back. You're watching Wildcat Baseball on NETSN. Don't go anywhere.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
JoJo Adams leading things off for the Wildcats here in the top of the third. Adams had a base hit back in the first.
It's 9-3, but you know, every trip starts with a single step. So Adams is wanting to take that first step for the Wildcats, try to get them to climb back into this one.
Well, and I take us back to last Tuesday in Nacogdoches, excuse me, where Adams takes a strike on his first one, but where the Wildcats came back and got an 8-run top of the seventh.
Yes.
So they have the bats on them. They have that ability.
You'd like to see them work this pitch count just a little bit.
And that's going to be hit up the middle. Good job by Hopkins. And that's going to be out number one.
Yeah, and Hopkins did not take his time because, I mean, you see Adams, how he runs down the line. So
right.
You definitely do not want to take your time with JoJo Adams running down the line.
So Maddox Evans, he had a sacrifice bunt in his last at-bat. Here's a pitch. He's going to foul that hugely over to the intermediate school.
The kids wanted one, too.
And that one's going to be fouled back as well. Oops. It's not a strikeout. Sorry about that, guys. I put the wrong thing in. 2 strikes.
I mean, Stuckey's just doing a job for the Bobcats right now. He's all around the zone, not letting them really sit back and work his pitch count. I mean, he's in his third inning of work, and at 38 pitches, the Wildcat pitchers are on their third pitcher.
And a high fly ball over third base side. And that's going to be called for out number 2 as Bird gets that.
Now making his way to the plate, number 8, center fielder Gavin Goetz.
Now Goetz up. He had a walk back in the first. And that one's in there for a strike.
Let's go, good work.
And that one as well. Believe it or not, he can call strikes. Sorry. And Stuckey with the pitch. That's going to be fouled back, so Gavin stays alive. Hallsville on a 3-game winning streak coming into this game. They beat Marshall 8-0, Jacksonville 17-2, and Lufkin 15-11. He gets ahead of that one. That one's going to go down the third base line and gets off of Levi Bird, and that one went funky, whoppy jawed on him. I'm not going to do an error, but let's see what they give him.
Let's see. I'm going to wait on the scorekeeper because that one right there, I will say that would have been he was getting down the line. That'd be hard for him to get him. But Bird's an excellent defensive third baseman, so Like I said, I'm gonna wait and see what the official scorekeeper does on that.
And that's going to be a good hit out into center field, left center field actually, and a good catch by Linville. Thank you, Sid Chill. I think we're unfrozen now. I don't know why. I didn't notice that, but I do appreciate you letting me know. That's why we keep you around. Appreciate you. That one's going to be out number 3, and now we're going to go to the bottom of the 3rd. We'll be right back. I'm going to check that camera and see why that froze up on me, Sid. Hopefully we'll fix that in a minute. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
It was about 7:30 in the morning, just like every other day. I was leaving Glendale, coming into Tyler on my way to work, and then the unexpected happened. My brother told me about Shane McGuire at the McGuire firm and how hard he fights for his clients. I met with Shane. He took care of me and my family and got me on the road to healing so I could get back to normal days with those who matter most.
I'm Shane McGuire from the McGuire firm. We're here for you.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice.
They came back really quick for us. Good Lord. They came back a lot quicker than I thought. So sorry about that, guys.
9-hole hitter.
And
Braxton
like
Gibbs
we're
up.
frozen again, and I have no idea why. So we're going to have to make some adjustments here. May have to go get one of the side cameras and put it up. So
Called strike.
you just have to do it radio style here for a minute, guys, and let me deal with it. I'm going to go to the first base camera so you can at least see the pitcher. Give me 1 second, everybody.
A
And
ground
Jason's gonna give it
ball
to you.
to second base. He gobbles it up. Throw to first in time for the first out for the Wildcats. 4-3 in the scorebook. Comes now to the top of the order. Cole Sellers. Last time he reached on an error, came around to score, grounded out to the third baseman his first at bat, so I'm sure he'd like to reach any way possible again. Pitch high for ball 1. One down. Pitcher gets the sign, delivers. Must have been a little inside. 2-0 count on Sellers. Called, said he went around. So 2 balls, 1 strike on Sellers. Sellers reaches out for 1. Gets down for the single. So just a good piece of hitting right there. He stuck the bat out. He's able to poke it out in the right field.
Catcher number 5, Dunn Smith.
Brings up Dunn Smith, the catcher for the Bobcats. He's 2 for 2 on the day. Had a single in the first inning and a triple last inning. Came around to score both times. The pitch down to Smith. Ball 1. Sellers taking his lead. Beaumont checks him, delivers. Ball pop fly to third base. Catch made by Ace Vasquez. So that is now 2 outs for the half inning.
Bobcats first baseman number 13, Aiden Simoniak.
So Aiden Simoniak, the first baseman for the Bobcats, is up. Walked his first at-bat and had a sac fly to the left fielder his second at-bat. So he has no official at-bats today. Called strike at the letters. Sellers with his lead at first. Beaumont checks, comes set, delivers home. Hard ball hit to left. Left fielder. Goats come on, made the catch for the third out. So Whitehouse gets out of this with no damage done this inning. So now coming to the top of the fourth. Score is 9-3, Hallsville.
And we're going to go to commercial break real quick, and I'm still working on that camera, so hopefully we'll get that for you. We'll be right back.
It was about 7:30 in the morning, just like every other day. I was leaving Glendale, coming into Tyler on my way to work, and then the unexpected happened. My brother told me about Shane McGuire at the McGuire firm and how hard he fights for his clients. I met with Shane, he took care of me and my family, and got me on the road to healing so I could get back to normal days with those who matter most.
I'm Shane McGuire from the McGuire firm. We're here for you.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
So we got the top of the fourth starting off. Caleb Russell, first baseman for the Wildcats, in the box. Outside pitch by Stuckey, who's still on the bump at 46 pitches. Hard line drive to left field. That's down for at least one. He's going to stretch for two, and he'll be there with the stand-up double. So, good start to the inning for the Wildcats. Now, number 3, Alex Rodriguez, the catcher for the Wildcats, coming up to bat. And meanwhile, catcher for the Bobcats wants to have a little talk with his pitcher, maybe go over some strategy. Brings in the infield.
Take him out. Go out there, Up. Come on, they get Blue. Come on.
So.
I love fans.
Oh, yeah. So since they hadn't made any decision I've seen on the scoreboard, I'm giving Goats last inning. I'm giving him a hit.
Okay.
On that one. Rodriguez up to bat.
I have no earthly idea why the camera is freezing. It is crazy.
Ball 1 to Rodriguez.
It should not be freezing.
And the bunt down. Safe. Called him, said he was off the bag. So the throw lifted the back foot of Simoniak off the bag, and Rodriguez beating it down the line. He got there before he got the foot back down. Now, of course, Coach is going to come talk to Blue about it and see if he might want to get a second look. And we shall see.
He forgot to pay that up, right?
So you got the guys, the blue and the black shirts, talking it out. It's called safe. So the bunt did a good job at moving the runner regardless, but you're going to have an E1 on that, on the throw that pulled first base off the bag. So now we got runners on the corners and still nobody out. Ace Vasquez up, the third baseman for the Wildcats. A little more life coming out of the Wildcat dugout.
Gotta love it.
Squares to bunt, pulls back, but it's a called strike. Rodriguez takes his lead.
And tried to bunt that one.
Yeah, it looks like he got a seam or something because Blue was real quick to pop out and call it foul. Pitch was down and away. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Vasquez. Still looking to elevate something. Ball inside. 2-2. The count to the third baseman. 53 pitches now for Stuckey of the Bobcats.
Big hole, Ace. Big hole.
Line drive right at shortstop. Didn't quite get all of it with the barrel, but it was still a line drive good enough for Gibbs, the shortstop, to stab it out of the air and hold the runners where they're at. So first out. Hunter Cook now up for the Wildcats. Called strike.
And Jason's going to go ahead and help me out. He's going to go grab the camera and bring it down here. I'm going to have to find another angle to get it in. And hopefully we can get that squared away. So I don't know why. I think the later in the night we're losing our internet signal for some reason, and I'm not quite sure why. But we're going to get it figured out and get a better angle so we can at least keep having baseball for you guys. But right now, we're going to do the best we can with what you got, as Cook is there. 1-1 in the count. And goes down for the bunt and gets it called strike. Oh, helps if I go to here so you don't see him walking down. Again, we appreciate your patience and understanding. Sometimes technology is a wonderful curse. And as soon as we get that set up, we'll be able to bring to you what we have. Jason's back. I'm going to let him take back over here in a minute once he gets back up and going.
All right, I promise I'm not breathing heavy.
He ran, y'all. He ran, I promise. He actually did run. He ran hard. And that's going to be a pretty good hit.
Fly. Caught in foul territory.
Yeah, one of the players tried to fake it like he was going to run or something.
Kind of deke him a little.
I don't think I'd have done that. All right, I'm going to get off the air and let Jason take over for a minute. I'm going to get this camera set.
Uh-oh. So now we got 2 outs, but the top of the order for the Wildcats, number 10, Ben Reed, comes up to bat. 1 for 2 on the day. First pitch, high for ball 1. And if you're the Wildcats, you do not want to see a runner at third with nobody out. You do not want them not to score. So, ball 2. And if you're Stuckey, you're probably going to want to go after Reed because you're not getting much better with JoJo Adams coming up. Also 1 for 2 on the day. Got timeout called in the box by Reed. Ball down, so 3-0 count to the shortstop for the Wildcats. And a 4-pitch walk. So that loads them up for JoJo Adams. Wildcat second baseman. Like I said earlier, he's 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a ground out to the shortstop.
Let's go, Joe!
You have Tyler Keene courtesy running for Alex Rodriguez, the catcher at second base. Called strike 1. The windup and the delivery. Ball's in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike to the Wildcat second baseman. Bases are juiced. And the windup and the pitch. Hard line drive foul outside of the third base and the third base coach. .66 pitches now for Cade Stuckey, the Bobcat hurler. 1 ball, 2 strikes to JoJo Adams. Stuckey delivers. Ball's high. Back pick gets him at first.
What are you doing?
So Ben Reed gets back picked at first on a bang play. Dunn Smith to the first baseman, Aiden Smoniak. Sorry, I had to read my own handwriting. So they leave him loaded. So we will be back right after this on NETSN.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
I am back, everybody. And got the best angle I can on that one, so at least we get to see the batter. We'll do our best to get you everything we can. We apologize for the glitch. Sometimes that happens, and I do appreciate you sticking with us. I really do. Technology is a horrible thing sometimes. Like I said earlier, it's a horrible, wonderful curse. But I went ahead and tried to find us the best angle we could get. If you've never been to the stadium, there's a it's got bleachers raised as that was fouled off. It's got bleachers raised right behind home plate so I can't get the camera over there to get it. So this is the best angle I can get. So we're going to try this out again. I just think that there was too many people on the internet, and it was just causing interference between here and that camera. So that's what I'm going to call it.
That's what we're going with.
That's what we're going with. 1-2 now the count. And again, we do appreciate you sticking with us, especially Sid. Sid's still hanging with y'all.
Oh, Sid.
Love the announcing part. Makes it more fun to watch from home. Well, we appreciate you, Sid. We do. We really do.
Checks in the mail.
Yes. You read that script perfectly. So 2-2 now the count. And the Wildcats trying to get out of that last inning. Jason did it more, but didn't really get anything. A good hit down left field. It's going to go, and
it's gone.
It is gone. Home run.
By helping his own cause, the pitcher, Cade Stuckey. I'm going to say he got all of that one.
I don't think it's landed yet. That was a heck of a hit.
Yeah, that one had more characteristics like a line drive. I mean, it had that little tail. It's almost like the hook in golf.
Yeah.
It was just pulling around, and, man.
I mean, it barely cleared it, but it cleared it. It was a good little hit.
Yeah. It would have probably rolled for another 300 foot.
Levi Bird now stepping in after the home run. Levi has struck out and a base hit so far in the ball game. Here's the pitch. And Beaumont on up there getting 31 pitches so far. 67 for Stuckey. Not really high up for this point in the game for Stuckey since he's been here for the first. This is only the, third inning for Beaumont?
This is I believe the second inning.
Two and two now the count.
I normally do a better job of marking when they change, but it's just kind of been a crazy night.
It has been a crazy night. But we love it. We love baseball. We stick with it. That one's going to be high for a ball. Now a full count to Mr. Levi Bird. And so Beaumont looking in. Here's the windup. And the pitch swung on and missed for a strikeout.
Good pitch.
A pretty good pitch, yeah. And I'll tell you right now, at least you didn't go down swinging. That's what you, go down looking. That's what you want. Second strikeout, however, for Levi Bird.
I was looking, going like.
Yeah, you were looking at me funny. That's how my wife looks at me when I start talking.
It happens.
You know, I say something, she looks at me with that exact look. Like, what the heck? But, that's how I roll.
Bunted that one about 30 foot high.
That was a pop fly bunt.
Yeah.
Backwards, away from the field.
And it's kind of crazy, you wouldn't necessarily expect Christian Martin to bunt. He's single and a triple so far.
He went the wrong way.
He's going for the hit cycle. Maybe he can bunt for a double or a homer.
Wildcats need to be careful and make sure that they keep the Bobcats off base.
Ooh. He called that
did he forget what team's batting or pitching?
Okay. Okay, we had a little musical interlude right there.
I think that was a mix-up. I think he accidentally pushed the wrong button. Meant to play 3 blind mice.
Foul.
And that was a foul tip.
Caught that seam.
But as I was saying, the Wildcats need to keep the Bobcats off of base because you're getting into that territory of 10 of the run rules, and you don't need to do that. And ooh, that's going to be high for a ball.
Good job by Martin to hold up on that one because you could tell he wanted it.
Now Beaumont's putting a little bit more speed, a little bit more what we call mustard on the ball. It kind of makes me hungry. But when am I not? That's going to be low, so it's going to even the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, man, you had a ball game. I mean, you talk mustard. You got to have you old Glizzy.
Yeah.
Get you a dog.
I have to figure something out. Beaumont looks in. Here's the pitch. That's going to go straight back up.
6.
And the Jet's going to have it and throw it at first. Good throw. Good stretch out by Russell. I think I pulled something watching him do that.
Yeah.
And good out number 2.
Yeah,
and that's what they need.
Yeah, I'd still be rolling.
So now correction.
It's Drew Linville.
It's going to be Drew Linville. I'm still trying to figure out their fruit basket turnover that they did earlier. Check swing, and they're going to call it a strike. So we'll take it. Whenever he calls a strike on them, that's kind of nice. So 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. It's going to be high. Same pitch looking, but we'll take it 1-1. Want to thank you for watching. If you are watching, go ahead and chat with us. Let us know how annoyed you were with all the camera issues earlier. We can take it. Again, family show. Don't make it too bad, but we can take it.
Oh, yeah.
We
might use some of it later.
Yeah.
I love a good a good burn.
Oh, yeah. We laugh at ourselves all the time. That's going to be a pop fly infield. And I believe Reed's trying to come in, calls him off out number 3. Good job. As the Wildcats
aside from a
put him
home run.
down, yeah. Aside from that home run in the first batter by Stuckey, the Wildcats put him down, and we're going to go to the bottom of the 4th. We'll see what happens. We'll be right back. Wait, what are we in? Were you in the bottom? No, we're in the top.
We're in the
top of the 5th. Sorry,
5th.
I still think we're in the Wildcats.
JoJo
top
Adams
of the 5th.
is back up.
Sorry, y'all. My brain's on producing mode, not in talking mode. Anyway, at some point we'll be back. There'll be an inning. I don't know what it'll be. We'll figure it out when we get back. Don't go anywhere. We got a good one going. Wildcats have a chance to come back. They definitely have the ability, and they definitely have the desire and the drive. Let's see if they can come back and do it. We'll be right back. You're watching NETSN Wildcat Baseball.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
And we're in the top of the 5th. Woohoo! And JoJo Adams going to lead things off for the Wildcats. Wildcats looking to bring something back, get a little rally going here. And if they do what they did last time, even though that's going to be a first pitch strike as JoJo watches it go by. If they do what they did last week and get an 8-run inning, that's what they want, and they start things off great.
Oh,
as
going
Adams, he's going to go for 2 on this one. That one's going to go all the way to the wall. I bet he goes for 3 as well. We're going to look at this. Is it going to be a play at the 3rd? No, as he slides in for a slide-in triple. And JoJo Adams starting things off, getting a fire underneath these Wildcats. Let's see if it holds on. Maddox Evans is going to step in. And this is the way they need to do it. That's a heck of a hit.
Yeah.
I think it surprised the outfield. I don't think they were expecting it to come that fast on that turf.
No, that had 90 plus on the exit velo. Just a great job.
And Maddox went the wrong way. Maddox has I mean, he just, if he ever just got the timing right, that sucker would fly.
Yeah.
Inside. 1-1 now the count. I watch him. He's got that turn on there. The timing just just a hair off. And we may have a play at the plate.
There's no play.
No, there's no play.
There's no
JoJo's
play.
just going to come in, and the Wildcats put one on the board. So 1-1 now the count, 2-1 now the count. And Maddox looking in. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be high. Evans going to be looking now. A little bit of a batter's count.
Yeah, it's not swinging unless this one's on a tee.
And there it is. It's going to be out to center field, and I believe that Braxton Gibbs is going to have it. It looked like it was going to go, but he did exactly what he was supposed to do. He went backwards first and then came forward. Didn't have to go very far, and he gets out number one, excuse me.
Yeah, that type of hit earlier in the game, I think when it was a little warmer, it's going to carry a little more.
Yeah.
Kind of some dense air now. It's kind of cooled off a little bit.
Gavin Goetz has it now at the plate, and he watches that one go by for a strike.
Sounds like a cheerleading squad on the Bobcat side.
Maybe the softball team. Yeah, they played at 6, and so I imagine they're already done. 0-2 now to Gavin. And he reaches down below to get that one, and it's going to be a play.
Yeah.
And no, couldn't come up with it. And I wonder, was that a miscommunication between Bird and Hopkins? Because Hopkins looks like he wanted it, and I think Bird kind of interrupted him a little bit.
As a third base, when I played third, if you could get it, it was yours. I don't think they had a play on him either way because it was just it was just too slow.
They gave him a base hit, I believe. So
yeah, it was just too slow.
And Jonathan Orr is out, and that one's going to go for 6-4-3.
Yeah, 6-3.
6-3. He didn't toss it off. Sorry, I thought he did, but he didn't. You're right. So puts it out. So the Wildcats did get one across, but that's all she wrote on that inning, down to the bottom of the 5th. And Wildcats got a big one now. They got to keep every run out. They can't do it. So we'll be right back. You're watching NETSN. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back shortly. Go to the bathroom, get a drink, but run back.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
And we are back. We have another pitching change. And I got a nickname on this one because it just looks like got Bryce Bryan. I like to call him Big Country on the mound.
Big Country. He looks like he's finna get off. As soon as he gets done pitching, he's going to haul some hay.
Yeah, yeah. Looks like, yep. You got to move some cattle around, got to haul some hay.
And he ain't got a truck. He's just moving that on his own.
Yeah.
He gonna carry it.
Yeah, he gonna pull the he's gonna pull the trailer up, throw it in, and pull the trailer.
That's it. That is a large man.
You know, I watched him the other night. They did a little running around the bases type thing, and he took off. Now I don't know if he recovered as fast as he thought, but that boy's got some wheels on him. Now let's see how he can pitch. And that's going to be a foul back.
Kingston Hopkins up to bat, 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. Down 0-1 in the count.
And Brian looking in.
Ooh.
Little chin music.
Now I am waiting on some grandmother to get upset. They call my grandbaby Big Country.
Well, I mean,
he just a baby.
His no. I mean, I'm a big. Look, I'm a big boy. You know, I'm. Ooh,
good
that's
pitch.
A swing and a miss. I mean, I'm 6'3" pounds, but that's a big man on the mound. I'm just gonna say it.
And looks solid. Like I said, it looks like he's gonna haul the cattle and feed the hay.
And loves playing baseball. You listen. I've talked to him a couple of times, and that boy I've never seen him upset. I've just seen him happy. He's just like Hoss on Bonanza. He's just a smile on his face and just the happiest guy in the world.
And I love his delivery. He's got that kind of sidearm.
And he doesn't kick very much. He just got that little low to the ground. Just that's going to go third base side. Vasquez has it. He's going to try to beat it out, and
does.
Russell does a little a 1 and a 2 lunge and gets it for out number 1.
So Big Country induces the ground ball.
Does a good job.
Price Bryan, number 27 for the Wildcats. See, I'm going to say his name.
Yes, of course.
I just love Big Country.
1 away. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be a bunt. And they're trying to adjust him on his.
Oh. That was a close play.
Calling it safe, and he slipped.
Yeah.
But he bounced off that mound, though. Woo.
Yeah, he slipped just a little when he was trying to gather.
And I'm looking at the play on that one. I'm not sure.
Man, it was awful close. It was bang bang. There's been a lot more to argue about than that one. Good job by Gibbs getting the bunt down.
So the Bobcats have a runner on, 1 out. Brian steps off. And the Bobcat dugout talking it up right now. And pushed that a little bit too hard.
Just a little high.
And you can hear the coach over here in the dugout telling him to focus on the batter, which I agree with. And that's going to be a bunt up. And going for the out.
Good job.
Good job for the out at first. 2 down. And that's exactly what you want to do.
And, I mean, that was a good job by Sellers, too, for the Bobcats. He did his job. He moved the runner. The only play was to first.
Oh, yeah.
Just a good job.
And a good job by Brian just to pull off and allow Vasquez to do what he needed to do.
Yeah. Great job by Brian. Throw the strike.
And they're going to force walk Dunn Smith to make a force, or intentional walk, to make a force at any base. So now we have runner on first and second. Force at any bag. Aiden Simoniak. Sounds like a wine.
Oh, fine wine.
And that's going to go straight into center field. Hunter Cook is going to be there for out number 3. And so the Wildcats come out of that one. And we are on to the 6th. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. You're watching Wildcat Baseball on NETSN.
It was about 7:30 in the morning, just like every other day. I was leaving Glendale, coming into Tyler on my way to work, and then the unexpected happened. My brother told me about Shane McGuire at the McGuire firm and how hard he fights for his clients. I met with Shane. He took care of me and my family and got me on the road to healing so I could get back to normal days with those who matter most.
I'm Shane McGuire from the McGuire firm. We're here for you.
I mean, it's not Metallica or Disturbed, but, you know, it doesn't get us fined.
Hey, we got to, like, I mean, we sacrificed the bleep button for this. It's definitely got to be a banger.
We're in the top of the 6th inning here. And Hallsville.
6, 7, 8 up for the Wildcats.
And Russell up. And we'll see how he does. See how he fares.
Still stretching out them legs a little bit from that stretch he had earlier.
Yeah. I think I'm still stretching out my legs from that stretch out he had earlier. 10-4 is your score. And that one's going to drop in for a strike.
Stuckey still on the bump for Bobcats.
79 pitches so far. And
Just
no call on that one.
Just a.
Oh, man, let's go, Russ.
Here's a pitch. And that's going to be outside for a ball. And that's going to be a fly ball over our heads, foul.
Thank goodness.
Count even at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. As Stuckey looks in. He has a little rocker step there. Oh, that's going to go into the outfield for a base hit. And Russell's on.
And that's what you need. You need base runners.
Started out. Got to do what you got to do. Just like that.
Good solid hit through the 5-6 hole.
Now you got A-Rod. Hadn't done much. He grinded out in the first inning.
Reached on an error in the 4th.
So looking for a little redemption so far. Trying to repeat that little home run that he did the other night against Tyler High. It wasn't a little one. It was a beautiful one. Over that left field wall at Whitehouse. Stuckey checking over. Make sure Russell stays. Brings it home. Good little break on it, but I guess it stayed inside for a ball. 1-1 now the count.
Part of me's not just trying to guess anymore.
Yeah.
Unless it's painfully obvious, I'm just trying
to get the people at home what they want a little bit.
Little bit.
And runner's going to go. A hit and run was on. That's going to be a fly. And it looks like Kingston Hopkins is going to go out and grab it. Oh, no, he tried to. Linville came up and helped him out.
That was Christian Martin
Was it?
That was the swap. Remember that was part of the.
I didn't know. What, did
Yeah.
they swap positions?
No, it was just you had. Oh no, maybe I didn't move positions. It's somebody. Man, it's bad when the first inning's still messing with us.
Number 2, Ace Vasquez.
But still fly out to the position 7.
And that's going to be a bunt. And he's safe.
Oh, off again.
Yeah, he came off the bag to catch it. And that was actually a good call. I would tell you if it wasn't. I'm not that big. I am a homer, but I'm not that big of a homer to say. But he did come off the bag on that one.
You know, and it's one of those deals where, like I said, you know, emotional game. But if that one would have went either way, I would have probably been fine with it. But Blue was right on top of it in great position, made a good call.
So Hunter Cook now with runners at first and second, 1 out. And he's going to bunt that, and it's going to go foul. That could have been pretty. Tries to go down that third base line and just squeeze it in.
It just had a little too much spin on it.
Yeah. Had a little golf hit.
Like I said, that's once again I'm gonna say that's where I miss natural fields. You know, you could groom that field before the game to your style of play. If you had a bunch of bunters on the team, you could really do some damage with some well-manicured dirt around the plate.
Hallsville coach coming out to have a conversation with Stuckey. I don't know. You think they're going to? Yeah, it looks like they might do a pitching change. I'm not quite sure.
He's got up to 110, finished the batter, so he's already burnt for the week. I don't think he's going to be available again until next week. But
yeah, they're not going to use him probably for the rest of the week.
Maybe checking on him to see how he's feeling.
I mean, you got some runs to spare.
A few.
I think they're just giving him a little bit of a pep talk.
Nothing else, give him a little breather. He's kind of one of the few innings he's had this much traffic on the bases.
Give him a little bit more time than they usually give.
Yeah. What was it? I was watching from the 80s clip of baseball, and a coach was trying to talk to the umpire, and umpire was done. He started calling balls and strikes with the coach in the batter's box and everybody just standing wherever, and he was just throw the ball and just started calling strike on everything that came near it.
You know, I love watching those old ones. Here's a hit down. Oh, that's going to go foul as well. Strike. And I like watching those old, not old, but watching those videos and watching the coaches put themselves in a position, because you know they just come out there and they're like, I'm about to get kicked out.
They go out there with that intention.
Yeah, but just how they do it, it's phenomenal to watch. Here's the pitch. And that's going to go good hit out right field, or center field, excuse me. And it's going to be a tag up.
Move the runner.
And moved one, so you're going to have runners at the corners. But it's going to be 2 outs now. Good job by Braxton Gibbs.
Gibbs made it. Stop there. Hunter Cook with a good barrel for the Wildcats. Got the runner moved. Brings up Benry.
Benny the Jet.
Got the Jet up.
Remember, he started off with that triple out of the left center field. Watches that one go by. So he has the ability to kind of go different sides of the field.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he went left, and then we seen him go deep right center.
Yep. And that was last week as well against Nacogdoches. And he went over the fence on that one, but it backwards doesn't count.
Yeah, it looked like he got fooled on that a little bit. I think he was looking for something off speed and just had the self-defense swing.
0-2 pitch, swing and a miss for a strike. And the strikeout retires the side. And we're going to head to the bottom of the 6th. You're watching NETSN. We'll be right back.
It was about 7:30 in the morning, just like every other day. I was leaving Glendale, coming into Tyler on my way to work, and then the unexpected happened. My brother told me about Shane McGuire at the McGuire firm and how hard he fights for his clients. I met with Shane. He took care of me and my family and got me on the road to healing so I could get back to normal days with those who matter most.
I'm Shane McGuire from the McGuire firm. We're here for you.
Doing is a tough climb, and I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. 'Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. 'Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I don't lie at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I don't lie at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning.
And we are about to start the bottom of the 6th inning. And it's a big inning for both sides. 4 runs for the Bobcats wins the ball game. But the Wildcats are going to try to continue what they've been doing and kind of hold that off.
Yeah, 4, 5, 6 due up for the Bobcats. So starting off with Stuckey, who homered his last at-bat, scored all 3 times he's been up.
Bryce Bryan started off the last inning. He's pitching 9 pitches and ending it up. And pitches that one, and he's going to get called strike.
Okay.
And that one, I'm going to say, what the heck was that? But maybe make up from earlier. Pitch from Bryan. And that's going to be a long fly ball.
Number 2.
Number 2, home run. And that was a good solid hit as well.
Yeah, I don't think that one had quite what the other one had on it, but it had enough. So he's having himself a night, 3 for 3.
Yep.
With 4 runs scored.
That's a pretty dang good hit. Same spot, I think.
Oh.
Woo. That one had some stank on it.
That one woke up a dugout.
Oh, and 1 on the count. As Bird sitting in. Bryan with the pitch. That had a little funky movement on it. I think he tried to do a little knuckleball action on that one. Especially the way he pitched, the way he threw it, kind of reminded me of that. You don't see many knuckleballs these days anymore.
No, you really don't.
2-1 count. And that one's going to go foul.
Just outside the bag over at third. Well, I'm going to say this. Number 17 over there for the Bobcats. They got Coben Certain.
Mm-hmm.
Man, he was hustling down that. He went to go get that ball, and
he's getting his steps in.
He had a fire. He was gone. I shout him out on that one.
Count even at 2. Here's the pitch. That's going to be high. How about chin high? And even the count. Price looks in. Here's the windup and the pitch. That's going to go right-hand side. Right field side. I don't know if that's right hand side. Right field side. Been a long day.
Yeah.
We've said this before. This is not our primary jobs.
And I'm waiting on the comment. Thank goodness.
Yeah, I know, right? We're glad you don't do this. Yeah. Has it landed yet? We can't see down the right field line, so.
Yeah, I think they're kind of waiting on that person to get clear.
I got you. And Big Country getting back on the mound. He's probably already got a nickname, but I'm going to call him Big Country.
He probably got about 10 nicknames.
Oh, swing and a miss for strike 3 and out number 1. Good job making him go fishing for that one, because that one definitely was not in the strike zone.
Hey, whatever works. You know, going back to these kids running after these balls down the foul line. You know, when we played back in the day, you know, when the dinosaurs roamed the earth.
Mm-hmm. In the late 1900s, early 1900s.
You just you either survived or you didn't.
Yep.
They just sent you down there regardless.
Well, and if I remember correctly, when we had dugouts, there wasn't anything in front of them. Like the protectiveness that they have right now.
We had one, but we were on at the time, we were on the youth field also. So the youth league kept that, and that was kind of one of their requirements. So we were lucky in there. We were in almost a full cage. We just had a doorway. But yeah, I've seen them with
now Little League, I do remember we had, like, you were just in a gate basically, or a thing. Over to first. We got the 4-3 put out. Adams to Russell.
So once again, you know, kind of like the bottom of the 4th. Start off with a home run, but then strikeout, ground out. Now let's see if we have an infield pop out.
Mm-hmm.
If we do, we're just completing the cycle.
Yep. Here's the pitch. Oh.
He called it a foul ball. I think he tipped.
Well, either way, it's a strike.
Another seam.
Here's the pitch. That's going to be low. And now it's going to be 1-1. Oh,
good pitch.
Good pitch. 1-2 now the count. Steps in. Brian looking to finish this out.
Okay, we're a little off now because on the pop out the last time it was a 1-2 count. So now we're at 2-2.
Yeah, I was going to say. Here's the pitch. Oh, he's going to bounce that one in. So now we got a full count. And oh, wow. Oh. I don't know what he was looking at, but he must have blinked or something, because that was a beautiful pitch.
I don't know where that missed.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't think the umpire knows where that missed either, but he just wanted to call it. And so now, was that Kingston?
Yeah, it's Kingston Hopkins.
Kingston Hopkins to the plate. That's going to come over towards me. Over the head. 0-1. Linville. Over at first, Hopkins waiting on it. And that's going to go out into left field. And now the Winning run is represented at home plate. As Cole Sellers. Two on and two out.
The Sellers were at the bottom still. It's Gibbs.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
Sorry about that. I
yeah,
didn't put him in.
We're at the 9-hole.
I apologize. Braxton Gibbs. I didn't even write him in. I hadn't looked at him all game. And he...
Oh, he's 1 for 3 coming into this at-bat. Had a single his last time up.
That's why I keep you around.
I try.
0-1 the count. Brian checks the runner, and that's swing back. Now 0-2.
That was just a good pitch.
Yeah, it was.
It was a good piece. I mean, Gibbs had a good idea, too, because he recognized it was off speed. He started forward, then he just kind of held up and tried to catch it, accelerate the bat, but just caught just a piece of it.
And that was outside. Watch the glove on that one. And that one's going to go straight up. And Reed's just going to take care of that one on his own. And so now it is do or die time for the Wildcats. As we head now to the top of the 7th. They have to get runs. They either have to tie it or go ahead, but they got to tie it to keep it. Otherwise,
at least 7.
Yep, they got to get at least 7. So we're going to head to the top of the 7th. We'll be right back. You're watching NETSN. Don't go anywhere.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
And we are back. JoJo Adams going to lead things off for the Wildcats here in this inning. Last time he led it off was back in the 5th, excuse me. And he led things off with a triple. And that's a big thing right now. And the Wildcats need it.
Yeah, they're chasing 7 just to keep it going.
Yep. 7 keeps it going to the bottom of the 7th at least. Stuckey's still on the mound for the Bobcats. Here's the pitch. And that's going to go. Hopkins has it over to first. And the 6-3 put out starts out. Oops. Helps if I change everything, huh? 6-3 put out starts everything out. 1 away. Designated hitter Maddox Evans is going to come to the plate. He hadn't been able to get anything going. He had a sacrifice bunt. That's all he had back in the first. Fly out the rest of the games.
Definitely softball. I just heard the chant.
Got that one back. So 0-2 now. Here's the pitch.
Stuckey's working quick. Umpire's kind of slowing him down. He wanted to go, but there was still somebody getting a foul ball.
Right. 1-2 pitch. That one's fouled back as well. Good hold off. That was a little bit in front.
Yeah, it died at the end. Good discipline.
And that one also, that must have been on the outside.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell.
Okay. I was wondering why Blue was walking out like, he had that walk like he's going to dust the plate, but like it's turf.
I think that Smith got hit in the palm. That's going to be a fly ball in foul territory.
Oh,
and I couldn't tell. I had a batter in my way.
Left field snagged it.
So that's going to be Linville with the out. So 2-way. And the Bobcats 1 out away from a win. As Gavin Goetz heading in.
Center fielder number 8, Gavin Goetz.
In there for a strike.
Softball. I don't know if they could hear that on the mic, but
yeah, that's softball team.
Anytime you got a chant for somebody watching the strike.
Yep.
Yeah, it's softball.
That's going to be a fly ball out of bounds, so to speak, out of territory. And 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the windup and the pitch. And that's going to go. And Hopkins has it over to first. And that's going to do it. That's the ball game. And so your final here in Hallsville, 11-2. Hallsville with the win. Wildcats just couldn't rally back after that first inning. 11-4, sorry. I looked at the 2, sorry. 11-4. And the Wildcats just couldn't rally back. They just couldn't do it after that first inning.
Yeah, they had difficulty kind of finding the zone that the umpire wanted. And, I mean, a lot of us did, but they couldn't do it. And I think Hallsville figured that out a little quicker, so they jumped out early and didn't look back.
Well, that's going to do it for us here in Hallsville. We will be back in Whitehouse on Friday as the Wildcats take on Texas High. And then Saturday we'll be traveling to Mount Pleasant as the Wildcats take on the Tigers. And that'll do it for us here in Hallsville. For Jason, my name is Keith, and all of us at NETSN, thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time. Have a great week.